Hey friends, welcome back to another video. I'm sitting at about $215, starting off with a spinning goal. This is a dollar tournament. It's only at $2.50, which kind of stinks. The wheel almost went, like it really hit hard to hit the $100, but then it span back and went to the $4, which is, I think, is a bit of a rot. We all see it all the time. It pretends to be, oh, it's random, but it seems to do that. Anyway, I've done the calculations. There's 75 days left of the year for us to hit the goal this year, which I don't know if we can because we have a lot more we have a lot of up and downs, which might hold us back. But essentially, we need to make $10.46 repeater each day. So pretty much just $10.50. We can just save, make it easier every day. But anyway, it would be a good start to win this one. There is only 4 more players left to knock out. But so far, hopefully they knock each other out. But yeah, welcome to all the newcomers. Thanks for subscribing as well, guys. And yeah, I like to check out everyone else's videos as well. So if if you also post videos and have a bankroll challenge as well, keep me posted how you're going. I can't always see everyone's progress, but I like to hear about it anyway. And might I get a shove here or fold? Probably get a shove. But after everyone else folded, I think I would prefer to shove there. I'm going to call. It's not great. This is not a great call. I don't recommend it at all. Could be very lucky though. We're dominated for our luck. Clubs 7. Oh, wow. Never a doubt. Never a doubt as well. Oh, man. Yeah, okay. I just noticed he was shoving way too much there, but probably don't recommend shoving with suited connectors. I mean, a multi-way pot maybe got a bit of chance for suited connectors because everyone's going to turn up with like ace high and they're going to block each other, which is no bad thing. It takes me back to my Triple Eight days on 2NL when I didn't really know anything about poker at all. And I'd be playing and there was about 3 or 4 people just shoving. And I thought, okay, I'm going to call with like 8-7 suited. And everyone else was showing ace, king, ace, queen. And they just all shut themselves up. And then, yeah, I hit the flush. But I had 2 active cards. The others really were just blocking each other. It was, you got more of a chance hitting with 8-7 if you're not blocking anyone else, or you're not getting blocked by better hands. Yes, they're dominating you, or probably have a better percentage on a heads up, but against multi-way, it's a little bit hard to think that way. Anyway, that was a long time ago. Anyway, let's hope we can take this down. We've got 2 more players left. All right, there's still pocket queens. I think we can just jam and take the small stack out. Should be nice. He's probably have an ace. Yep, ace 9. Open ender. No jack. No. Yeah, no queen. It would have been a queen comes out. We did block it. Wow. We've got a good chance to get some $C today, guys. Did you see that 25 big blinds? Gonna have that in the background. That is amazing. I don't remember ever running that hard. I've got a call with king queen. He's gonna have an ace though, I think. No, he's not. So this is actually a good call. 7-5. Wow. All right, we're all around it. Very unlucky. That's poker. At least we come second though, so we've got $1.50. This is an easy shove. Usually anything with an ace. We'll just try and edge back. 8-2. Not going to risk my life of 8 higher. We'll check behind. Got a lot of turn cards coming our way. I'm going to shove this one. It's going to be overcards and could easily fold. You might call with 2 overcards. You might call with 2 overcards. All right, so we got $1.50, which is nice. We still haven't hit you can see we haven't really played that many of them, but there's some people that actually got a higher rating. We haven't really played that much. It'd be good to get to 1200, get our first letter. At the moment, we're an unknown. to that area. But yeah, 25.9. Big stack, second highest there. It's still a luck fest. I mean, you got to still win the hand. If you win one hand there at least, I think you could probably run deep. Anyway, gotta stick to the 5NL. Not going to push too hard today. Still gonna do the 4 tables though. And yeah, 3 reg. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit tired. We had the radio on during the night and it sort of kept me up. That's the downside. Oh, that is the downside. Look at that. Can't change the table. Hold on a sec. How do we hide this one? No, this is no good. We are crying. How do we? Cascade. Cascade table. No. That was a good hand too. This is annoying. If we close this down, you are currently playing in a tournament. If you leave now, you'll be in a sitting out mode. Your blinds will automatically posted and your hands folded. You may return and continue to play with the remaining chips at any time. It's sure. I don't. How do we fix this problem up? This is so embarrassing. I think I shut it down last time. It's custom layout. I don't want that layout. What we can do is the hard way. All right, what we can do is fix this up the hard way. All right, we can. You should fix this up the hard way. This is so embarrassing. But anyway, it is what it is. Oh, what we can do is shift, make it bigger as well. You know, if it gave us like 3 seconds later, we would have been fine. But because it did this, I have no idea if this is fine, but it's disgustingly bad, isn't it? It's disgustingly bad. Might actually make a good title for a video. Disgustingly bad. And hopefully it's not a thing for things to come. All right. Anyway, I think we're almost here. Just to remind me not to shut down the tables. Actually, it's going to be hard for you to remind me. But it's on you guys. If you don't remind me, it's your fault. Let's go. Let's not get distracted at all. Let's minimize this. Wait, let's minimize this table a little bit. Is that fine? All right, that's not fine, but that's as good as it gets. Hopefully you've enjoyed me messing around there. Anyway, let's go and see what the session starts for. You could say the goal is $10.50, but I'm not sure. I'm not going to go with that. What I'm going to do is probably use it as sometimes the cricket. You probably don't know cricket, but the cricket, they sometimes have, the second batting team will have, they should be on X amount. Yeah, the other team was on 1 for 27 with 4 overs or something like that. And the team's currently on 18 runs. So, we can see if we've made $55 and we should be at $65 to make the end of year goal and just accumulate 10.5 every day. So hopefully that makes sense. Anyway, I'm a bit of a mess. Anyway, we've got pocket aces. Let's make sure he folds. No, he doesn't fold. You're good at that 80%. You could have a lot of kings. That is a scary card for aces here. If he raises here, it's a huge concern. I'm just going to bet here again. He could have 2 pair. The king. It's actually a scary board, and especially when the fork comes out as well. King Queen is probably going to be folding a lot here. A lot of second best hands like jacks, tens, all the hands that were questioning with the king high board is just going to be just folding everything. Instant folds is just the full card straight. And that's probably a reason why you should not be auto folding, even with the worst hand, because you could probably bluff those ones a lot more than you can realize. And people under bluff it, and they probably overfold that situation and they under bluff that situation. And what's that mean? It means that they're only going to be betting there with the when they've got a straight, at least. Because I remember when I bet there with a straight, I'm going to fold here. This is going to be very dicey, but I'm going to fold with a gut shot top pair. I'm just saying with the multi-way pot there, I think it's more of a chance that they're going to have a flush or at least, top pair good key to beat there. But anyway, I forget what I was saying before. Anyway, it's going to call Jack 10. Two pair. Oh, yes, people overfold in those situations. They'll just instantly fold. It's like a hand that I had where there's a 4-card straight and, let's just say 9, 8, 7, 6 comes out. You've got the 10, you bet, and then someone really comes over the top and shoves it all in. And they're basically saying they've got, they've got like the queen jack and they've got the straight. Like they got the bigger straight than you. All right, I'm going to fold this one. Is short stack. Wow, maybe I should have called that. Yeah, and I was also thinking too, back when I wasn't playing. So the thing is, we can open up really crazy as long as we're hitting, and you can ride the wave, the variance wave, because the variance can come either way. So I've been on a session I didn't record, unfortunately. You could see me missing pretty much every hand. And, the opposite happens as well. You can play every hand and hit everything. So if you're hitting everything, play more hands and take advantage. But just be aware that you need to adjust as soon as things get pretty tricky and tough again. Because things will run out. I don't call it jacks. So you try and hit a jack on the turn. Everyone's quite deep here. I think we could be good with jacks as well, but three-way pot, the way the board is as well, someone with a king has to be betting here because he's betting small though. He could have queens, could have tens. Calling only for the fact it could be a bad call. They could be drawing to a flush. Could have a king on gone. Well, there's the flush. If you guys check, it's going to be interesting to see if I'm good. Okay, see? All right, so he was drawing to nothing. He was just bluffing, trying to get a run the lemma straight. All right, so that needs to fold jacks there. All right, so that was a good hand to be sticky with. And he was betting small, so what's that mean? He was betting his hand strength, which is a good thing to remember as well. Which one was it? I'm going to do purple, which means he doesn't like to fold. So don't bluff him, but we can value bet him. All right, nines, we're just turning this into a bluff, but there is a two-way pot. I said don't bluff him before, and guess what we're doing? We're bluffing him now. The table is pretty scary. All right, easy come, easy go. Probably should have just sat on my fingers pretty much, sat on my hand, so to speak, and just not bet. Anyway, he's just got the Hail Mary. C10 man is saying he's got the ace. Be pretty sick if he's got like the 4 of diamonds though. Then the other guy's got the ace of diamonds. Potentially, the straight flushes there. Wow. It was actually a good bet there for queens. I actually don't mind it. He did get caught though, but I actually don't mind it. All right, now we've got a straight. We have to raise this one. He's going to call it an ace, I reckon. Yeah, there you go. He's got the bottom end straight. At least we bet 80% as well. Don't know if we could bet 125% on the river there. Maybe we could get away with it. He had the one hand that would call. He had sort of both the best rolls there, the ace and the straight. Kind of playing himself at the end. All right, Jack 9 fold. This guy again. All right, that's cool. Let's get in the mix. These guys. Wow, he just leaves us draw. It leaves us hang. We'll bet this one. He could have hit the flop pretty hard. But with hitting the 5 there, we can really just, we could really just put pressure on him. All right, I'm going to put the light blue on him, which means he's going to be betting with there pretty much. We're just going to flat king jack. This kind of flops pretty well. We don't need to 3-bet. Probably need to bet this one because there's flush draws out there as well. So we need to somewhat defend our hand. You got to have an ace some of the time though. Trees, pretty deep stacked here. So he's just trying to go for pot control. All right, gonna fold. They are deep enough for probably call. The deeper stack you are, the wider you can call. Dreaded king jack suited hand. Although I don't mind king jack. It's also known as the home alone hand. Not the king jack suited hand, but the offsuit hand is the home alone hand. It's called behind. No, fold. Some people do like 3-betting suited connectors and, the Broadway hands from small blind. I think if you look at the solvers, it tells you ace jack offsuit upwards. I think it's pocket 7s or pocket 8s and upwards. You don't have to always go by that though, but what does get me into trouble though is when you do 3-bet wide from the small blind and then you throw in a C-bet and it gets gold, and then sometimes you have one of those, you have a bit of the board, but at the same time, you don't have the best of it. And you just become in no man's land. It's a difference when you're in position, but out of position, everything is just much more tricky. All right, small blind just calls here. Let's check behind. That hits our range. Someone bets into it. I think we have to let go. All right, yep. Just go 5% pre-flop. All right, so trying to keep up with how we do things is working out everyone's stats kind of thing. So he's red. And what about this guy? We can fold out here. We could like 4-bet, but we're not going to this time. I made him purple. Not enough hands to... Not enough hands to actually judge him. Although we can probably judge anyway if you ask. 3%, that's a red. So 3%, he's going to have a tight range. We already clicked that guy, but it's fine. Same again, it's fairly tight. So it means we have to respect the razor. Got to hit a 5 would be nice. He's got a bet here most of his range. He's not sure what we've got here, but I think if he bets again, we do have ace high. If he's got an ace high, he's got ace high, he might actually fold. I was going to check, and he might have ace queen or an ace 10. If he bets here, he's got the king. I think he's just value betting there. All right, check behind. Not being aggressive at this stage. I do tell myself I need to slow things down to begin with. That's a reg. I've got a lot of hands on someone, and I don't really know much about them. I'll just put in purple, this brown color, this shit color. Unknown. You could probably do this all day, just checking out. It's just going to be a standard reg, I guess you could probably say. 26 hands. And he does bet. It's pretty fishy though. All right, I'm going to bet this one. Need to defend the hand before he hits. Yeah. Yeah, he bets he's going to be strong. So 4%. He's a passive player as well. So I'll make him red. Just means I need to watch him. And that means when I'm playing against them, I can just click on them and find out why they're in the red. So it gives me a high alert. We'll bet king 7 here. It's going to hit his range though, but we have got a lot of turn cards. Like the 8 gives us no bender. We'll claw the 8s. We have a straight flush draw. We're not going anywhere now. It hits jack. I don't think we can bet there. It's a chop, I think. We'll claw. You might have ace high. We're actually going to lose against ace high. Got it straight. So be it. And he didn't bet the straight, which is quite strange, but there was a lot on there. Maybe we could have got him to fold. Maybe we could have got him to fold the straight, which would have been pretty interesting. I mean, someone could fold a straight. That is a scary board, isn't it? There was a flush out there. Those bigger straights here at the bottom. It's at bottom. Twos. Oh, yeah. Pack of twos went. Oh, that chop. New player. You see here they are low when we can click on him and find out. Or her. Up from the one hand. Not too bad. All right, this guy's going to call a lot. Don't have a diamond. Gonna bet again. Scare card. Could be good here. What's he actually repping though? The reason why, yeah, fucking funny, huh? Funny, mate. Funny. Funny, funny, funny. All right, got no Benendo will lead in. Although we didn't do the checklist, if you do a hero call, make sure there's no flushes or straights out there. Anyway, we lost to pretty much a blind there. But anyway, we'll say good game. put him in a false sense of security and then we'll take him down. We are out of position against him though. And let's have a look. Bet. We raise, bet. Of course he's going to be betting with something. We actually charged him to get there on the river though. So we did everything right apart from the river. Wait, where is it? There the... were we right? Yes, we were. We did charge, but... And we were in front on the turn, so it wasn't actually... It was actually for value. The ace high was in front. We'll call. Probably shouldn't call. Probably should 3-bet there, but still a positional regardless. All right, we'll fold king 2. All right, he checks. We're going to bet. A bit of a dud board anyway. All right, got ace high. Need a bit of help. Got a straight. There is the flush out there. Queen 5's gone. All right, since we got the ace and there's a lot of flushes out there, we need to bet this one. If we're wrong and he's got a flush, so be it. If he's chasing a flush, it's going to call. And also we can just take it down right there. Yeah, so we made the right decision betting there. Need to defend the hand. Could have possibly bluffed the river as well if a 4-card flush comes out. But with the queen high, probably wouldn't get him off that. All right, queen 8 wins that one. All right, king jack suited. I'm call with 6-2. It's not a great hand. So got a lot of juicy cards on the turn, but I don't recommend playing this one at home. Gut shot, backdoor flush. It's 28-10. These 2 costs us not much at all. All right, king jack. All right, hit trips. We are betting it. The straight's still there anyway. Do we just... I think we just flat. All right, gut shot, needed 2. Maybe I should have found a raise. The trips. I don't know if he's going to be calling there with the ace. We'll never find out. Not everyone calls. It's with the ace with the weak ego. All right, neither 2. It's one of those hands where we're way behind, but if we hit our hand, we could get some, go 3 ways. Don't want the 2 of clubs though. Anything but the 2 of clubs. All right, we got no chance, but we're going to bet this one. Represent the 10. Yes. You got the 10. All right. Multi-way pot anyway. And I keep clicking on that link. %, 87 hands anyway. All right, we've got the nut flush draw. Get a bet up. Ace king off suit. Okay, we're betting for value. If he's got the ace queen, ace jack, ace 10. Could have a flush draw, could have a straight draw. Could have set. All right, we'll let it go. Still gonna have the worst hand here. Trips. You could have a set. You could have two pair. One of those hands where the river card doesn't it? It looks like it improves you, but if you're well behind before, you're probably well behind there. We're only taking down two pairs though. Against the set, they get a book though, and we'll get tripped. And think of it this way as well. Ace is out. What's he really betting with here? Like, what's he raising with? He sees the ace there. We pre-flop raise as well. It's not like we've got nothing there. Is he going to do it with ace queen, ace jack? A lot of people won't. Majority of people probably won't. All right, we'll bet this one. Got a gut shot, backdoor flush. All right, so a jack's there. We're going to bet this one. If he calls, we'll go check on the river. All right, see if fours. Like we're back, like we're still playing 5-0 since we not doing it all that to flash at the moment. Still seeding. All right, ace jack. Backdoor flush. All right, so got position. You've got a decent hand here. If he checks here, he's gonna might even have ace king, ace queen. This smashes our range, but not so much his. Remember, he did 3-bet. We should win this pot, even when we're behind. Check it out, ace king there, ace queen. But using the power of position. We call, close down the session. Not the session, the action. A bit small. Try and entice a raise, or at least keep people in the hand. Don't need to bet as high to get the stacks in. Yeah, we'll bet a little bit higher this time though. All right, jams, could have a set. He could have a lower flush. If he's got ace queen of spades, so be it. Nines, okay. It's very questionable shove there. All right, so we'll make him blue. People will bet a lot lighter. Yellow is people is 3-bet light. Like yellow is aggressive. Yellow is aggressive in a stealing situation. Light blue will be people love betting post flop with pretty much air. All right, calls jack 6. Checks in, a bet and win, take this down. Got position running, so why not? Okay, we'll let go. Just saying he doesn't. You could have ace high and be good there. We can't actually beat a bluff. If he's got pocket twos, he's in front as well. All right, we'll value bet this one with ace jack. He could still have queens, I guess, in his range. You could have king jack, queen jack, the tens. Do a position with twos. Just gonna check this one out. Continue bet. We're gonna bet this one with twos. All right, nice. I'm in no man's land. I just wanted to get to the river. Very strange you didn't bet the turn. I have to call here. Set of tens. I did say to the set of 10. I did say pocket tens in his hands as well on the flop. 3-2. Got 2 pair. I'll raise it up. If he's got a flush, so be it. We'll cash out. Yes, we'll cheek you there. Lord pairs up, we're in trouble like that. Oh, actually, it doesn't matter. He's only got ace queen. All right. Thank you. We'll 3-bet check 8 suited. All right. So we've got one table trying to save us. We'll win this one too with jack 8, hopefully. Do we have a gut shot here? We could fire away again. And hit straight. Nice. Unfortunately, didn't call that one. But we picked up extra equity on the turn. So that is the reason why we bet again and get away with it sometimes. Whatever cards, good call. Ace high beats us. We could bet there, but did he get a fold? I don't know. We didn't really represent anything there. See if we can bluff him off the hand. Ace high does beat king jack. That's about it. King 6 on the river. It's pretty sick. Actually, you know what? We actually bet there on the turn where we're in front. All right, fold out of position. So we actually bet there with the best hand, betting there for value, even though, you know, he had ace high. All right, 3 people in the pot. Hit a 6. Bet it. It's a good start. Now we've got position. Okay, we'll take it down. They don't want to win the hand, we'll just take it from. So at least one table's trying to win for us. And how much we got behind? 186. What's 197? 202. So pretty much just under what we started with, even though that, you know, we lost that couple of hands. We probably lost 2 big hands, but we're only slightly down because of this table here. All right, so Mr. Rokos loves to be aggressive, so we'll call light. He's uncapped at the moment. We're capped. We could still have the best hand here. Good card for ace queens. You get a barrel again. If he checks here, I think we can check here and call off a river bet, a river bluff. He could still have kings. He's uncapped here. He could have aces. He could have ace king as well. I think we just call. We're going to be lost here some of the time, though. I'm going to call, but because of his aggression, 67%. Could have kings or aces, though. Or a chop. But I'm purely just calling there because I saw 67%, so it means he's going to be aggressive. I'm going to bet the queen. Try and stop all the draws. We're in the front now, most likely, but it's such a dangerous board. All right, kings aren't going away anytime soon. We've got a gut shot now. And we'll block bet. We've got trips. We could have a flush though. You'll probably let us know. Yeah, we'll fold. Anyway, remember he's in the red as well, which means he's going to be doing it with value. He's a passive player. Well, 5%'s not really red. He's just more of a standard regular. All right, I'm going to call backdoor flush. All right, probably queens. I'll get a flush here. Not the greatest of cards. All right, seven's held up. Nice. All right, queens. What's he doing? What's this guy? All right, I'm going to check this one out because we're a multi-way pot. Board pairing up's not a bad thing if he's got like a hand like ace jack. All right, I'm going to call. He could still have a king in his hand. Now we hit the set. We've got a book here. And we're going to overbet here. He's got a tight range. You might have ace king. He played it quite passive as well. I feel like we might be bluffing here a lot. It's taking a lot of time. Also, I left one big blind behind too, which means that I don't know if it means like we're just leaving one big blind on the table to save money. But I think we got the nuts here. I mean, if he's got kings, he's snap calling, unless he's slow rolling. I'd say he's got like ace king. Or jacks. Wow, we call with jacks. But we played it pretty passive though. So we played it pretty passive. You know, people love to overbet there. So that's another play too. People overbet when they reckon you're capped. And they recognize you're capped, so they overbet. So he thinks that we might be playing against him. Because if he knows that theory, he knows that we're three betting. No, not three betting. We're betting big there to create a fold because we want to fold. Because a lot of people actually do that play. But we're actually doing it because we want value in him to call. All right, I'm going to call with all deep stacks here. All right, we've missed. All right, I'm going to call only 10. Because if we hit that 5, we're doubling up. Hey, we've got trips. We're going to raise it up. And we've got a flush draw as well. 2 pair. Just milking it like we want. Just milking it. I don't know what he's thinking, but 2 pair. He could have ace jack, ace 10. I actually find a fold. King 10 actually gets there. I think 5's no good unless he's got. There's actually nothing that we beat here. I feel like we actually don't beat anything in his hand. Unless he's got like a 9-8. Yeah, there's nothing there that we do beat. Although, as played, maybe we should have thrown a bet in because he was pretty scared. Aces are on high alert. Ringway pot. Bet's big here. Do we actually fold or do we pull one more? Go gut shot with eights. And then a 3 comes out would have hit. All right, I'm going to call. Ace on the river. Yeah, eight's okay. Was a big bet. Went check though, so he thought maybe we were flushing. King 9 2 pair. Did have a gut shot. So okay, so if we hit the straight there, you hit the straight there, he's got 2 pair, he's gonna be calling with a 7 hits. So we're just building the pot up just in case we get that hand. Those type of players will claw you down. All right, betting again. A lot of flush draws out here. Happy to wet, take it down. We'll call behind the 10-8 suited. Terrible. No club. Power queens under the gun. This guy didn't actually bet aggressive against us when he's going to fold out here. This guy's pretty ABC, I think. 10-9 suited. Yeah, he's ABC, this guy. Right, we'll 3-bet twos. Can't call as much as I want to call. Eight of hearts, and you get an up and down straight draw and flush draw. It's not as ugly as the things. Like one card, the whole dynamics of the hand changes. That's one of them, but no. Yeah, good choice to fault that one. Yeah, we would have just lost that one badly. All right, Jack 7. I don't mind this hand. With 3-bet. All right, Ace King offsuit. Do have big slick on the button. King 3 suited. Backdoor flush. Backdoor straight. King 5 doesn't win, I don't think. Yeah. All right, so I got King 10 suited. We're in the small blind. So I got a pair, plus we got a flush draw. Now we have a straight draw. So a 7. Could be beat here. All right, the flush. All right, so he is drawing. All right, we're going to bet this one with the ace. Ace flush. Block bet, King 10, but King 8, nice value bet. So we're playing like a boss on that table. I was watching a bit of, his last name was Yusuf. I think his last name was Yusuf. And he was like one annoying poker player you wouldn't want to play against on the table. Let's just say he got banned from poker from the main event because he's on table antics, would just talk through the hand the whole time. Non-stop. He even tilted the dealer. The dealer was like frustrated across their arms as well. The floor managers were watching him. Wow, he just let his mouth run the whole time. Like he's just got ADHD and just blah, blah, blah the whole time. Very entertaining to watch if you're not on the same table as him. Well, the other table's gone. It doesn't actually come up straight away if we've won the $2. Might find out sometime tomorrow. All right, we're going to call with 4s. All right, so this is a dead board here, a dry board. We can still have the best hand here. We're going to have we've got a gut shot as well. Got a gut shot. I should just check behind because we don't really need to defend the hand that much. If he's got ace king, we'll hit the straight. If you go check, hit the straight on the river, he might try and bluff us off the hand. All right, so we got a set. Queen Jack does get there, but he did 3-bet. He could have a set as well. He could have 2 pair. He could have ace king, king queen. Could have a gut shot, flush draw, ace queen, and that's cool. I was thinking about raising. All right, now I have a book. We don't care, but he's either got a set of kings or he's got. We can't get out of this one. I'm just going to shove over the top though. Hope he's got ace king. The longer he takes, the better. He could have aces as well. Could have aces. Hopefully he calls with aces. Big hand. He's taken this long. He doesn't have a set of kings. He doesn't have a set of 10s. He could still have king 10. He 3-bet. So I'm thinking he's got probably ace, king, queen type hand. It's taking a long time. Folds. Okay. Not a bad hand. Really wanting to call though. Really wanting to call. I'm staying on the table is paying off at the moment too. I mean, we went through a few buy-ins already, but as you can see, we're bouncing up. I'm staying on the tables. We're sort of forced to stay on the tables tonight. I'm not going to swap and change like I normally do. The fact is, the layout is probably a bit screw-if, so although now I can actually time it. There we go. Because the other table wasn't there. I sort of forgot about that. The reason why we couldn't do it. Now I can swap and change, actually. But why not? We're winning on this one, so that will flat. Second pair. Could have easily have an ace king, ace jack. Just slow it down a little bit. I think king queen's going to fold that one. He's going to have a lot of ace. Maybe 4's a good here. No, 7 on the river. Okay. I probably need to label differently. So somebody's going to fold a lot. Folds a lot. Plays straightforward. Plays straightforward. That's good enough. Should actually do that all the time and just rub note on everyone. All right, open up ace jack offsuit. Apparently 30th place with the Micros leaderboard. All right, we'll open up king 10 off. Oops, we'll close that up. All right, we'll defend 9-7 all over a You slow down here. We have a 7, so we'll bet. I don't think he's donking with the 8. Or if he is, he's probably betting a little bit higher. Same with the mace. All right, 6s. 10 2's gone. You don't have position here. We have nothing on this guy. I think this is just a simple fold. Probably shouldn't have opened up with king 7. Although probably should have should have played it. Yes. We would have flopped it really well. Flush draw. All right. So we've got a second pair. We'll bet this one. Everyone checks to us. Gives them up 3 of hearts. 3 of hearts, please. Okay, now we've got a gut shot. Gut shot, we'll bet again. And if he's chasing, he's missed. He could have a 9 though. Okay, chasing, he's missed. Beautiful. Gut shot with ace 8. All right, so far, session has turned very good for us. Played pretty well with that 6-3 hand. Don't even have to play a hand, it's to win. Gonna defend. Do I have a gut shot? I gotta raise it. I think we gotta raise it. Straight draw. It flushes out. He's gonna raise here if he's hit. If he hasn't hit, he's got 2 overs. He'll do a lot of folding. Probably not a great idea, that move. He's got 2 overs and we're losing to his overcards. He'll do a lot of folding though. We did have a gut shot. But I think that card was one of the worst cards. Like, he's either hit really hard or he's just got air. He's going to do a ton of folding. So, all right, ace queen suited. Didn't lose that much on that table. All right, top pair, backdoor, flush. Continuing on. Another gut shot. We do have top pair this time though. All right, got bottom pair with 3. We'll bet this one. All right, gotta value bet the river. Value owned ourselves though. Need to not check so fast. When you check fast, you're telling your opponent you're not interested. Oh, we've done that a few times where we've had top pair, good kicker, they're at a position. So these guys don't know that. He's got a gap, so he's passive player somewhat. So if he's got a hand, he's probably betting, but he's not going to get out of hand that often. I wouldn't say he's ultra passive. He does a lot of limping or a lot of calling. He doesn't free bet as much. Yeah, 5%. These stats sort of make sense. All right, we're just going to go and call. He's got a 6 or nothing. 9. All right, we're not going to cash out here. It makes it easier. Guys will call. Ace on the river. All right, we'll bluff this one. There's a flush draw and an ace. Bolt's paired up as well. His call is good, nice. Queen Jack. All right. We made a good bet though. I think a lot of people might fold there. Pretty, pretty strong call. Hero call though. In position, probably should call. What do you reckon about the raise there? I think it was fine. King 9 suited. Go fold this one out of the small blind. Well, you probably can call. Probably can call yeah, being soft, a soft table. If everyone's like quite weak and you can overplay him post flop, then you can probably get away with it. Pulling much down ladder, not following ABC poker. All right, bet this one. He might have queen, he might have a 10. I have nothing. All right, ace queen. We'll trade bet against this guy. So we'll squeeze. I like to see a fold from Mr. Chap. No, we'll fold this time. But we will call him down white next time if he keeps doing it. His stats are pretty wide, crazy. 56%. He looks like the player that could be bored. A wild gambler. It's our range. I hit an ace. Pulling the top pair here. I'd like to see a check. That's fine. We'll slow down. Get out the way. Pick a better spot. S5's gone. He'll label in this blue. Well, actually, I haven't really proven blue. Maybe yellow. Or maybe he's just targeting us. But at this stage, you can't always have the hand, so. He's definitely one on our table that we're looking for. Three bets a lot. This guy three bets a lot too. Really not enough hands though. We've got to be careful labeling people. Check raise 5-4. Surely someone stabs it. All right, now we've hit extra equity, but we're still behind most times. Hope's too fragile. I remember that name. He's a stealer. We're going to raise this one up. Bet it like we got a set of fours. But we did have a lot of outs, like 4 or 5, flush. I think it was a straight draw as well out there. No, it wasn't a straight draw, but we'll still take it all the same. Happy to take it down. Those bucks. I really label him. Any 3 hands. This guy's pretty fishy, but ace-6 hands. That looks pretty standard. Yeah, he's still, pretty passive. Keep an eye out. King 9 suited. Yeah, we'll call behind. We'll 3-bet him. Put him in the red, so he's a tight player. So we've got position on him. Bets here, I can probably just safely fold. 3-bets. Doesn't 3-bet all that often. I'm going to fold. Yeah, we're just going to get out of the way here with King 9. Unless we hit another 9, he's got over pairs. All right, now we got jacks. Now we're talking. It's a hand that we might call in. We could probably 4-bet this one, but... All right, here we go. Hook, line, and sinker. Here we go. He's going to try and get us to fold. Please don't flush. All right, so you could have 2 pairs here quite easily. Please don't have queen 10. If he bets here, I'm shoving. That's going to call. Ace 3, I told you. Told you I was messing up. Just have to find the spot. Just had to find that spot. And that was definitely one of them. So you could ask the question about like 4-betting as well. He might even shove pre-flop. And then that was one guy that we'll have to, call a shove. Sometimes they do have it. Just because they're a bad player doesn't mean they never get aces and kings. I'm going to gut shot. Good call. Hit the king. He might do a lot of slowing down here. He's got a jack. I think he's betting. I'm going to bet this one though. He might have an ace. All right, let me just check behind. He's going to call with an ace, I reckon. Or a jack. Slow playing. So put him as the red. Mr. Trappy there. Didn't fall for it though. We thought he would fold out all the hands. 10-8 not going anyway. Yeah, that's the hand that we want. That's a card that we want. That's a card we don't need as much. Missed the open ender. All right, deep stack them, cool. Missed out on the river. All right, so we're in position here. At least I know if we hit another 8 or a 10, we might have got stacks. All right, we got 2 pair. Ace king, hopefully. This guy's another guy that we've been targeting. Like I said, they can have strong hands here, but right now we can jam and he's going to ace king, ace queen. He might actually have his beat still, but you never know. There you go. Beautiful. No, we're not going to run it twice. Please don't give us a heart. Queen, don't do it to us. Beautiful. Ace folding. Very good comeback this session, actually. Very good comeback. I'm going to call. And remember in the comments, I'm sorry, I forgot your name. I forgot your name. Damn it. Anyway, yeah, you're saying one of the comments you said that you don't know how I lost so many buy-ins like in the session. Well, that's probably the reason why I play quite aggressively. So we win a lot and we lose a lot. So when we lose, we do lose, but we try to keep it controlled. But every now and again, we'll have a session where things get away from it. Or if we're cold, if we're not actually hitting anything at all, it's very easy to just be called down and we see bet when we shouldn't, and you're just burning money. But because of our, probably because of our, you see us bluffing a bit as well, but because of our table image, if people have seen this before or even seen this video, they're going to call us down a lot. So we can actually get a lot of value from our made hands. But yeah, when we card dead, it does hurt. Because if people know sometimes that we're willing to bluff, then it just hurts. And I do get those times where people just keep calling me down, and I think, they they feel invincible. That's what it feels like. They feel like they can just call and they're gonna win, even with trash hands. And it's true. It's just, if you've never witnessed it, maybe you guys have, where it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what they play, they're gonna beat your hand. And it's just momentum. And it's just a brutal downswing when that happens. But the best thing to do then is just to really tighten up your range and just ride the wave. And then hopefully you've seen it before, where if you've been watching my videos a fair bit, you'll see that I have Colts. It's very cold and I don't get anywhere. Then all of a sudden it just starts hitting and I start hitting everything and I bounce back so quick. I've made second half of the sessions, I've bounced back so much. Two pair, but I feel like there could be a lot of king queen here. This is a dry board as well. I think there's a lot of straight draws though. I'm gonna bet this one. Hopefully someone calls with the king jack, king 10, fold out their straight draws. I'm happy to take it down as well. This guy's deep stacked as well, so I've got to be a little bit scared if he decides to raise us, but I think we made the right play trying to defend the hand. All right, we did a full bet against this guy. He's very tight 3-betting range, but if you can't handle kings like this way, everyone goes slightly lower, but I'm not. I'm greedy. If he's got queens, I don't want him to have a set of jacks though. Okay, we'll take it. And we're not cashing out. If we lose it, we lose it. All right, beautiful. This table has been really good to us so far. I'm not really a fan of a third bet. I can't understand why people do it. If it's not, if it hits your range a lot, bet smaller and all that stuff. But it's just, why mess around with that? I like to use those betting sizes to, like, when my opponents do it, to hit a set on them and show them who's the boss. But that's just me. You try and learn theory, not to use it, but to know when it's being used against you and then defeat them. I can flash here, keep all these suited hands, all these trashy hands that we dominate in his range. We are so deep stacked against this guy, we have to call him. All right, so we're just going to check shove. We got a double gutter and we got a flush draw. We're just shoving here. Just shoving. There's no messing around here. We can take it down as well. Either way is fine. We don't care what he does. 68% here. And we're never losing here. We can split the pot though. It's a split. So I'm going to just take it now. I should have actually cashed out on the flop. Was it the flop? Yeah, on the flop I should have cashed out. We'll call tens. through a imposition. Nasty queen though. Just shoves over the top ball in. You could have ace king suited though. 10 on the river stings. It's one of those hands, isn't it? All right, so this is a good hand for ace. Not so great for kings or queens though. All right, we'll bet this one. He might call with a medium pocket pair. Sometimes checking there and then betting the river is fine as well. And we get value from kings, queens, jacks. All right. It's got 3 bets. In a position. I'm just going to get out of the way. We're going to 4-bet sometimes there, but we could find a better spot. The ace of clubs, maybe I should have called. Because if a turn comes out club, you could sort of block the flush because we do block some flushes. King, queen. Oh, we got 21 on the table. Nice. 14 on that one. All right. So what's this guy going to do? 3 bets. We got a 4-bet. This guy checks. Just flats. Fold, but you can. If we like full bet, we want to win pre-flop there though. There's 2 jacks on the board's terrible. So, but if we like full bet there, a lot of people will be folding, knowing that people won't be continuing on. Yeah, people do fold out queens to a light 4-bet. All right, we'll raise here with 8s. And we'll fold. He raises again, we'll let go. He lets us know that he's probably got a 2, or even if he's got a 9, we're in trouble there. You could have overpairs though. Was this the really bad raise though? If we do the same thing, we've got a 2 though. Could be getting stacks in. All right, we'll 3-bet. Got position against Ziana. All right, ace mode's no good. Enjoying how the session's going so far. All right, Jack 4 suited will open. He 3-bets us. No, I'm not going to like it, but I'm going to call. All right, so this is not a bad flop because if a 4 of the spades comes out, we'll have an open-ender flush draw. So we do have a lot of spades coming out. It'd be nice. So we've got a lot of turn equity coming through. So we're not just going to let this go. We're just going to pick a stab and bottom. Beautiful. You let us know playing ABC Boga. All right, Jack 10 will open. And 5's gone. Double gutter, Jack 10 will bet. Don't want another club out though. Do not want another club out. Get it straight in the end, but he folds anyway, it doesn't matter. They'll hand A6 offsuit, but we'll open it from the button. Probably 3-bets with probably maybe 4. These rag hands got to be careful. Stance backs. All three about him, and he's deep stacked as well. What do we look like? 35, 25, 44. We only 3-bet 2% here. Gonna bluff him, hopefully. But it hits his range though, he's a pipe player. Don't check. Just make us fold. We don't want to show it. Yeah, we'll bet this one. Spade draw. Ace of spades would be nice. All right, king on the river. Value bet this one. There's a lot of danger on there though. There's the 8 up and down. It's hard to get value from a second best hand then. Call with 8. Maybe I should have bet the turn. All right, let him go with the 5-2 suited. All right, I'll defend against the open ender. Hey, playing this one because it's a weakish player. All right, we'll bet. Good job, straight. Nice. All right, we'll get in there. Got 2 pair. Could have queen 10 though. Could have a flush draw. No, he doesn't check behinds, damn it. We missed a little bit of value there about it. I just thought because the flush is out with a dangerous board. I don't know if a weaker 2 pair would call, but probably would have, especially on the river. I've done some silly stuff with silly shit in my time. I probably would have called ATS 57%. If you had a called pocket 5s, but against David, no. David's going to call with something strange as well, maybe. Would have been a hell of a call. The thing is, I can explain we'll raise against David because David's quite wide. That's short stack though, that's the thing. So you'd probably put a lot more ace, a strong ace in his range because you're going to have to beat him in showdown. So someone with the smaller stack, you just got to be prepared. You got to beat him at showdown. Queen. Okay, we got the flush. We got to slow down. This is a trap. No, he didn't. He didn't do it. All right, value bet the river. Could have ace jack, ace 10. Wrong value. He's saying he's got ace queen. Queen 10. Okay. Nice. Where is it? Just saying thank you for being polite, pretty much. You gotta be somewhat polite. You gotta be polite to people. I don't like it when people say thank you when you take them to they beat you in a hand and they say thank you or ha 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 when they stack you. But that's just you just don't need to be a horrible person. You just don't need it. All right, so I got a gutcha. I'm gonna bet it. All right, so out of those two tables, we're seeing. I was trying to catch up to the bottom right table. Queen Jack not opening. You could probably question to open that, but when you three bet to a large four bet, that is the question. Okay, what's this going to do? Oh, cool. No heart is gonna let go. To have a lot of king in his range. We're gonna have to probably see a lot of hearts there, at least an ace. Beat a lot of pocket pairs there with an ace, but all right. So he four bets us, but we 100% each hand, but it's only two hands. So I think we can let this one go and reckon he's got like kings or queens. And if we shove, he flips it over, we'll probably need to get an ace. So I'd say he's got kings that since the queen showed. All right, so get a gut shot. And we will bet it. Although buttons are quite wide, so it just could mean both of us are around it. And he's got position, so. All called, but we're hoping to hit a 10. If he checks here, I'm going to check as well. Flushes out. The board just gets scarier, but we don't need to scare him. We do beat an ace rag hand. I don't think we can bet it though. Or a king. I don't think he's calling. It's such a scary board. I could sneeze at that board and he folds. All right, queen jack. Jube. Not enough info. Zuck, 38%. Passive player. I'd rather Zuck be in, we have position running. What are we doing? We are wired. We probably could call. Open ender, but flush draws there. All right, we'll value bet this one. Shoves in. All raises. I'm gonna let go. I'd say he's got some funky two pair hand there. Being a three-way pot as well. I think he's gonna have something like a decent hand some of the time. Someone crazy enough might put bluff, but three bet. I'm not gonna four bet there. Need more hands on him. All right, we'll just sit tight on this table. We'll dog this one. We'll go 6. We'd do this with a 9 as well. Another club on the turn would be good. Like to see him fold here. Not a bad river for us, especially if he's not got a 9. And that 10-8. He's just going to fold out a lot of hands here. He's just got a spade, maybe calls. If he continues, we'll probably let go, but. All right, we got 10s. Ant luck? What's ant luck? All right, that's 10's gone. 2 ones for 10s. Call. Let's check the rewards. See what we've got here. Seeing it 44 now. 43.91. You get the deal. Just round it up a little bit. All right. So we flat. Look at a flat here. We deep stacked. All right. So we've got a gut shot and we've got a backdoor. Never folding that one. Check call. And 5-4. Got an open ender. Anything we didn't do here was raise him on the turn. He might actually call. You already call here with the pocket pair. Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. We should have raised the turn. Raise the turn, bet big on the river, and we win that hand. He folds every time. Yeah. So what we should have done. So there's a bit of a rule. You should give your players 2 warnings. 2 warnings to fold the hand. Because sometimes once is not enough, especially on the river. Raise the turn, bet big on the river. He's folding out 9s every time. Well, at least a lot more than just betting the river like I did. All right, we bet there pre-flop. We got position. All right, so I think what we're going to do is shut these tables down. Well, actually, we'll keep those tables up. But you can see we're at 219 here. We've still got tables left behind. So we are still going well. We'll bet this one. These go over 6 sometimes, but do have 2 pair. All right, ace queen. So what? We got 20 behind us, so sitting at 229 now. Which makes me think, right? I know it's the weekend, so the pool is going to be a bit softer as well. But if we're only winning $10 at the 10NL, we might as well sit at 5NL and then risk less for the same outcome. Just an idea. And then we move up when we're a little bit deeper stacked. When we've got probably about 400 bankroll maybe. And two's gone. All right, ace jack off to it. All right, I'm gonna open this one up. He's under the gun. I'm just gonna call. It's not great. There's a turn card coming, but bluffing. Ace king beats us here if he calls. Flushes there, fires there. He could call. Not sure what he's got. Maybe he's got tens. Wow, sixes. Okay. All right, we'll shut the table down and then we'll reopen them. Felt like we're running a little bit ragged on that one. All right, check 10's gone. Yeah, we're probably. Oh, pocket sixes there. It's pretty good, isn't it? Probably should have labeled that player as well. But everyone's able to do hero calls. All right. Bluff, total bluff. In position with 7-5, do have a gut shot. Good to 9. And a claw with a gut shot. Give us a free card and give us the 6. Not very off. All right. I think what I'll do is I'll call it the session. Call it the session. We'll finish it off with ace queen. Change to 9. Gut shot. Do have a king. I'm going to bet it. Call it with queen jack, queen 10. Maybe pockets. All right, queen on the river. It's not great. Completes flushes. Let's check behind. Okay, so we bet there on the turn. You beat us on the river. We played the hand find. Let's close up the tables and let's have a look. I was leaving anyway. It was saying that, okay, it was saying pretty much because we just joined those tables and they were leaving, it said that we couldn't play for 15 more minutes. We couldn't start a new table, but we were in the session anyway, so it didn't really matter. We're not sure how it went with the daily flip out. We did have 28 big blinds or something crazy. I've never had that much. I think I had 30 or something once before, but not usually that high. Usually average anywhere between 3 and, well, big blinds, but not nearly 30 big blinds, which is pretty good for us. Anyway, hopefully we log in tomorrow and we can see we gain $C as well. You never know, we could be, back up to a 250 tomorrow. I think today's session was pretty good. We had two pretty bad hands at the start, probably bluffed twice near the end there where pocket pairs caught us down. So I think overall it's still a good session. We made $15. The goal is $10 a session. So we're well on the way, one day at a time, well on the way to getting $1,000, I guess, if you look at it that way. So anyway, all right, guys, I'll catch you next time. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Bye.